All right, all right. As you asked for it, 21 Savage, man. And you know this young brother is Nigerian. He's of Nigerian stock, you know. So shout out to him. You know, he dropped he's the one dating Amber Rose, okay? He's the one. Or as you niggas would say, he the one getting Kanye sloppy seconds, as y'all would say. That's how y'all talk. Y'all talk like girls. But he the one dating Amber Rose. 21 Savage. So let's get into this. He made an interesting post. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna line by line dissect this, okay? We're gonna line by line break this down. Why do so many of these OG rappers judge the new generation? Well, here's the thing. That's common in any genre, okay? The old school computer techs, the old school software programmers, the old school politicians, the old school, construction magnates, the old school carpenters judge the new school carpenters, okay? That happens. All right, 21 Savage? Okay. They say we make drug user music like making drug seller music is better. What's the difference? Well, there's a slight difference, but at the end of the day, both destroy the community. So yeah, those guys back in the 80s, those guys back in the 80s talked a lot of stuff that they knew. You know what I mean? They talked a lot of crap out of the side of their necks, okay? He had all that Afrocentric black power stuff. And Tupac, just Tupac him alone, just him was a contradiction, okay? Tupac was a living and breathing contradiction himself. Okay, now I'm not here to bash Tupac or getting to know Tupac, theoretical bullshit with one of you Negroes in the comment section. But Tupac, the biggest artist of that era, the most, legendary artist of that era. Man, Biggie was better, man. All right, whatever. But look, the most legendary and iconic artist of that era, you know what I mean? The one who basically had, the biggest impact. He might not have been the best rapper, but he had the biggest impact. Was the biggest contradiction ever. Okay? Born to a Black Panther mother who was in prison as a political prisoner. Okay? Grew up, in the movement. Well-spoken, well-read young man. Died after jumping a low-life thug over a chain that was snatched from another person. The guy who they jumped had snatched a chain from somebody else. Tupac, worth $1 million, ran up and beat the guy's ass. And the crew jumped him. And then he was shot on the Las Vegas Strip hours later by that guy and his entourage. Man, that ain't what happened, man. All right, nigga, you know what happened. You was there, right? So, that guy died like that. So, yeah. Look, 21 Savage, you're right. These guys are full of shit. Okay, I like a lot of the voices. I like Trey D. I like, Lord Jamar. A lot of these voices, old school OG voices in the game. A lot of the, and you know the funny thing about the OG voices in the game that I like, they weren't the best rappers back then. Even though I know all their raps, Lord Jamal will live long, cause I give strong blows to the heads of my foes, blood flows, give me power as it blows. Watch out now, yo, in hell will be your home, Lord Jamal said die. Well, I flood your dome, punks jump up to get beat, I know all that shit. Brand Nubians was my group, okay? Okay? That was my group. Slow down, You know? That was my group, all right? Love that, okay? Loved him. But he wasn't, Grand Puba was the better rapper. You know, Snoop Dogg was the best rapper out the East Siders. I don't like Snoop Dogg's commentary. I like Trey D's commentary. You know what I mean? When I was coming up, best rappers out of Philly was, to me, was Fresh Prince, Will Smith, and Black Thought. I like Cool C. Ooh. Like, I mean, I like a lot of rappers out of Philly, but the ones I like to hear talk now, I like to hear Gilly. You know? I like to hear Oskino. It's like that, you know? The better, the more the records you sold, the less perspective you have, I think, on the less I like your perspectives or your takes on current events. I like the guys who didn't sell a lot of records for some reason. Now, y'all can get in the comment section. We can theorize why that is. You know what I'm saying? But the guys I like to hear talk about what's going on in the world, you know, today, are the rappers that weren't my favorite rappers. I liked them and whatnot, but they weren't my favorite rappers. Okay? Back then. Okay? Just look at, I'm not a big fan, but I'm sure a lot of y'all are. Willie D. He big time YouTuber. Big time, political channel on YouTube. My favorite rappers out of Ghetto Boys was Scarface and Bushwick. I liked Willie D. Pussy in the Click. I liked all that shit. Don't get me wrong. Love Willie D. But I mean, he wasn't my top one out of that crew. Big Mike was actually my favorite Ghetto Boy. Big Mike, he was only on one album, but he did a lot of solo shit. Big Mike was bad motherfucker. But yeah, you know what I mean? So, look, the guys who made a lot of money in those days, talking about selling drugs, were not really drug dealers. They weren't really from the streets. That's how it is in the music industry. If you're really a drug dealer, or in this case, this generation of drug addict, you're gonna end up dead in the alley somewhere, or dead in the project hallway somewhere, or dead on the street. You know, the same thing's gonna happen to this generation. That happened to my generation. The real ones, like the DMXs, gonna be in and out of jail, incarcerated their whole life. Or like Pac, who became a real nigga through force of his character. Freaky Ty, Big L, dead on the street, okay? And that happens now. It happens now. The real ones, them boys in Chicago, banging them boys in D.C., them boys in Memphis that you just caught at the edge of their buzz. They just stuck their little head out the hole. Whack. Bang. You know? So, in order to survive the game, it's best to be a fake nigga or to not be like a real big star. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a real big star, you know what I'm saying? Now, think about Wayne. Wayne done cheated death on so many times. Wayne cheated death Okay? He supposed to been dead so many all the seizures he had from the lean. All the times people done walked in the room and found him knocked out and shit. And they rushed him to the hospital. Okay? Watch what happened to a lot of the rappers from your generation too. They're gonna go out just like the ones from my generation. They gonna go out just like their lyrics said. So yeah, it's the guys from my generation are fucking, we're fucking, bad guys, man. A lot of them were bad guys, because if you're a fake nigga, you're a bad guy too, because you promoting something, you promoting kids to do something that you ain't even gonna do, or something that you know is asocial because you ain't doing it. If it was all that, you'd be doing it. You ain't doing it, like the Dr. Dre's and the Ice Cubes, who got a lot of money and got and transitioned into other areas. Those guys were fake, but they were smart. So it's a lot of ways it can go. For 21 Savage, for you being like a kind of real street nigga, that's your image or whatever. I don't know you. I don't know if you're a real street nigga or not. But you seem like that's the image, or that's the kind of thing you portray when we see you. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Get you some money and transition this shit into something else. Because you were right. It ain't going to end up pretty now. It didn't end up pretty then. If you stay in that. Now you got guys like Snoop, called a murder charge. Snoop could have been doing 25 years. He could just be, you all realize Snoop could just be coming home? Because in 93, he called a murder charge. You see that his ass praying in court? That shit could have went either way. A lot of these guys, look at Diddy. Diddy, if Sean didn't take that charge, Diddy could just be coming home now. Okay? 50 Cent survived by the skin of his teeth. Okay? So even the ones who you think, oh man, they still, it's a dirty game, this rap shit, okay? Look at Master P. His brother is doing a life sentence, okay? All right? Young Turk just coming home from the Hot Boys. BG doing a 14-year sentence. He may be home now, I don't know. I know he got 14 years. Listen, and the Hot Boys was my lick. I love the Hot Boys. Look at the Wu-Tang Clan. ODB. OD'd on drugs. You know what I'm saying? This rap game is just a mess all around the board. So this brother coming out and saying this stuff, I'm not going to sit here and go at him and say nothing bad about him for coming at old heads, because the errors, it's just a mess, man. Rap is just a mess. It's the black art form, And I know you said, well, we made jazz, we made rock. Yeah, but those were quickly taken from you. And, y'all gave them up. Y'all nigga, it was a stick up. They came from rock, and it was like hands in the air. Empty your pockets, troop. Face down on the ground. Hands up in the air. I know you got the loot. Face down on the ground. Empty your pockets, troop. Hit the deck and got the check right on your neck. The fuck you supposed to make a buck? The heck with a traveler's check. Y'all don't know where that come from. But yeah, y'all coughed that up. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Rap, y'all trying to hold on to it. It's a mess, boy. Y'all might as well get this shit up to them white folk, man. Let them clean it up. Because everything this brother said so far is true. What about the fact that rap is the #1 genre of music right now? None of y'all acknowledge that. True. Facts. But I will tell you this. That could be disputed. It may be #1 in pop culture, but country music, Black folk don't know nothing about country. Country music, they move units, man. They sell records. They sell out. They don't sell out like arenas. Like, there's a lot of white forms. What's that music where they dance all crazy? That, like, it's not even house. It's like electro, something shit music. But it's a lot of genres of white music, man. Whew. They sell out like fields. They be like 100,000 motherfuckers just there watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have it in a gym. You can't have it in a stadium. It has to be on a field. Okay? Country music? Oh my God. I don't know if rap's the number one. I think rap, as far as pop culture and the nation's consciousness, but when it comes to generating funds, I don't think rap is number one. But look, great job, y'all. It has accomplished something. Rap has survived. When I was a kid in the 80s, we thought rap was just going to come and go. We thought it was a fad. You didn't even think rap was... This is how much rap was a fad. Being from D.C., D.C. had their own form of music called go-go music. Okay? The D.C. people just went with go-go music because they liked it better. They didn't even think rap was still going to be around in 5 years. So, like, but what really saved rap was the West Coast. When it went out west, and the West Coast added the gangster image to it, and then the Jews and the produce and the white dudes could make money off of it by selling black people death. Because it had really run its course with the hip, hoppity, hip, hip, hoppity, hip, hip, hoppity, don't stop. You know what I'm saying? On the East Coast, it had run its course. You know, you had LL Cool J, you had Run DMC, Kool Moe Dee, you know what I'm saying? You had all these groups had taken it even into the early 90s with Tribe Called Quest. You know, you needed it to go out west. It went out west in the late 80s with NWA. And then when the East Coast got it back with Wu-Tang and Bad Boy, it had that gangster edge to it. Okay? With Mobb Deep, Mash Out Posse. You know what I'm saying? It had Smith & Wesson. Shout out to Smith & Wesson. You talk about a forgotten rap group. Buckshot Shorty. Talk about a crew that just forgotten, erased from history. I remember I seen the Cocoa Brothers live. They was the Cocoa Brothers by that time because Smith & Wesson had sued them. Man, that motherfuckers, that was my shit. But yeah. All heads realize, real heads on the rise. You better recognize. On the streets you was tough, locked up, you was sweet stuff. Boot camp clip. Gang Star. Hello. Gang Star, Keith Elam. I know his sister, Patricia Elam. His sister's a novelist. She's a writer. Patricia Elam, his older sister. Keith Elam is the guru. I never met the guru, but I knew his sister, Patricia Elam, through my mom. Okay? Yeah. Scandalous. Money, greed, and lust. In this trife life, there ain't nobody you can trust. Plus, there's no just us, it's just us. In fact, watching your back, it be your must. And each and every day around the way, gas bust. And jealous motherfuckers try to set you up. It's called betrayal. 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 Oh man, but yeah, so once rap went out west and found its, bearings, and white folks realized they could make money selling death to black people, which is something that's always gonna sell. You can always sell death to black people. Hip hop, man, great. Man, it was on and popping from then. There was no turning back. So yeah, it's always from that point on. It's been top 40. Before that, you've had very few songs in the top 40. But from like early 90s, you got top 40. A lot of collabs with artists from other genres. So yeah, to some degree, I would say that 21 Savage is right. Rap is number one, but actual dollars, I would say country music and alternative, forms of music, just because there are more white people in the country. They spend money. Niggas will bootleg your shit. So he says, artists been snorting cocaine and smoking crack since the 70s and 80s. Did y'all forget that? Instead of judging, how about y'all make a change? If the message in the previous generation of rap was so good, why did so many of our parents abandon us for crack? Why are we still killing each other? Okay. Because that was a fraud. They were fraudulent. African Bambaataa started hip-hop for the sole and purpose of molesting children. This has been exposed. Okay? This has already been exposed in the last few years. Okay? The X-Clan, another group, Afrocentric, pro-black group, they've been exposed as pedophiles. Public Enemy. You saw what Flavor Flav was doing with Brigitte, Flavor of Love in the 2000s. Okay? Chuck D co-signed African Bambaataa now. And that was my group, Public Enemy. Oh my God. So, look, they was full of crap, man. All the ones talking that Afrocentric, pro-black bullshit, just like the niggas now, they full of shit. That's all. I mean, that was the easiest one to debunk. The reason all your, them old cats was on crack and they left their kids, because even though they was talking all that pro-black bullshit, is because they was full of shit. Said, don't use us as a scapegoat. Our music is a reflection of what's going on in our community. And all we're doing is using our talent to escape that community. Yeah, no, you use your talent to shine on niggas and buy $50,000 watches from Jewish people and white people and Arabs, and buy clothes from white people and date white women, and y'all trying to be white. Well, that's true. He said he's trying to escape it. That's true. If you look at any one of these rappers, okay, they never gonna rock a black-owned brand of anything. Nothing. Okay? Their lyrics tell on them. I used to rap. My lyrics told on me. Nigga, I'ma bust your head. Nigga, I kill you. I hate you niggas. You niggas always doing this. You niggas always doing that. Why niggas always doing this? Why niggas so fucked up? That's these niggas' raps. And I don't want to hear, well, they just doing that. Nope. That's your consciousness. When you rap, that's your consciousness leaking onto that paper. Okay? Look at guys with their consciousness take a shift. Look how their raps shift. Look at how guys when something happens in their life to where there's a shift in consciousness, look how the raps shift. So you can look at any 21 Savage lyric and tell what he about. We can look at a 21 Savage lyric. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all can tell I'm in the bathroom and shit. We can look at a 21 Savage lyric, see where his consciousness is at. No Heart. Let's look at No Heart. Okay. Young Savage, why you trapping so hard? Why these niggas capping so hard? Why you got 12 car garage? Why you pulling all these rappers' cards? Cause these niggas pussy and I'm hard. I turn the fucking soft into some hard. I grew up in the streets without no heart. I'm praying to my Glock and my card. Okay? I sit back and read like Cat in the Hat. 21 Savage, the cat with the Mac. 21 Savage, not boys in the hood, but I pull up on you, shoot your ass in the back. Stuart Little heard these niggas some rats. Pockets full of cheese, bitch, I got racks. I'm a real street nigga, bitch. I am not one of these niggas banging on wax. Pussy niggas love sneak diss until I pull up on them, slap them with the fire. Okay. He don't really mean that, right? White people made him say that, right? White people, white folk, I hope y'all listen. Y'all gonna take the beef for all this. Nigga ain't taking a nigga not gonna take no blame for anything. A nigga not gonna take responsibility for nothing. This going on y'all white folk. I know white people listen to this video like, I was enjoying this video. You just had to ruin it. Nah, I ain't ruining it for you, nigga. White boy, this going on y'all. What niggas ain't taking no motherfucking responsibility. This somehow going on white folk. I buy a new car for the bitch, for real. I tear down the mall with the bitch, for real. You can even talk to the bitch. No. She fucking with bosses and shit. Oh God. I pull up in the Rari and shit with choppers and Harleys and shit. I be Gucci down. You wearing Lacoste and shit. Yeah, Moncler, yeah, fur. Came off that, yeah. Yeah. Triple homicide. Put me in the chair, yeah, in jail. Triple cross, the plug. We don't play fair, yeah, oh God. Got them tennis chains on the real, and they real blingy, blingy. Draco, make you do the chicken head like Chingy, Chingy. Walk in Neiman Marcus and spend like 50, 50. Please proceed with caution, shooters be right with me. 21. Bad bitch, cute face, and some nice titties. 7,500. Alright? Damn, white folk, why y'all making him say that? He don't mean that. White people making him say that. That ain't his consciousness. That's white people making him say that. But yeah, anyway. Look, I like the brother's post. I think it's very poignant. I think he's right and exact. Shout out to the brother, man. 100% right. 100% right with everything he said. Especially coming from a 21, 22, 23-year-old man. He ain't been around. He don't know nothing. This boy dumb as a box of rocks. For him to be able to figure this out is impressive. So shout out to 21 Savage. Peace.